guys, so this morning it's going to be around shoulders, just that feeling of sometimes these areas get a little bit tight when we're stressed, if we've not slept well, so yeah, just going to ease out through the shoulders. So I'm going to actually invite you to come into a forward fold to start your practice today. I find that this posture Uttasana is very, very grounding for the lower body, but very releasing for the back line of the body, so great up the hamstrings to the head. And I find it amazing for my mental body, because all the thoughts kind of in my head, they just filter down to gravity. So when you're ready, come into that spot where your feet can centralise underneath your hips, about a handspan distance between your hands. And then I'm going to encourage you to hug your elbows, so we're really using the support of gravity to relax the back of our head and neck. And then relaxing your head in the space between your arms, really offering space to the front of the neck and also the back of the neck. And then broad, deep breaths, really breathing nice, powerful, deep breaths, letting the belly expand and noticing that connection with the thighs, with the space around our bellies, our tummies. But then as we exhale, just letting go, particularly of the shoulders, letting the rib cage widen, expand. Keep bringing in that fullness of breath. Take 2 more deep breaths, really tuning into that rhythm, your personal rhythm for this practice today. And then when you're ready, filtering the arms down towards the mat, taking another broad breath, maybe gesturing, sign of yes and no. And pressing down to the earth as you breathe out. So on the inhale, we can roll up, mindfully stacking the spine, one little vertebra followed by the next, keeping the chin close to the chest the last possible moment, then raising it up. And then let's massage out through the shoulders. So softness in the knees, circular movements through the shoulders, just massaging out that joint of the body. And both rotations are there for you. Letting the hands maybe connect with your lower body, thanking this beautiful lower body that walks you round all day. Keeping with the fullness of your breath. Okay. So let's take a release for the shoulders. So bringing the left arm and placing it on your right shoulder. It doesn't really matter, whichever arm you're inspired to do. Then the other arm to bear the weight of this upper arm. So you really want to be using the support of the base arm for the upper. And then using that base arm, begin to make circular movements. Just widening the space, widening the flow. Opening up through that shoulder joint. And this doesn't have to be a symmetrical circle. It doesn't have to stay on one plane. So you might move it forward, back. You might let this hand gently caress your own shoulder, really looking after yourself, giving yourself a little bit of support. And both, again, rotations are there, slightly different feeling for the shoulder, the joint of the shoulder. Just massaging out any tension. And then in your own time, raising that arm overhead, filtering the hand to the back of the neck or cradling down to the nape of the neck or the mid-spine. And then if you're happy to work with another shoulder rotation, turning the arm back and reaching for the back of your body, all the way up to a fingertip connection through the spine. And again, really keep this softness in your jaw and your knees. Lift your gaze, expand the back of the arm. Breathe into the lymph, really cleansing, really stimulating for that area as well. Let's take one more broad breath. Great, nice one, guys. And then let's release the arms. Maybe shake them out towards the side, maybe take a few circles or a little wriggle in the hips, the knees. Let's steady it to the other side. So bringing up the other arm, supporting it with the base arm, making those shoulder motions. The shoulder support or the circular support is totally up to you, as much or a little space as you wish. And both directions are there, guys. Again, just really enjoying your breath, being with your body, being with the support of your shoulders. again, cradling the head by wrapping the arms around the back, filtering the fingertips to the mid part of your spine and easing them. And then staying there with that support, or reaching the palm away, turning the back of the hand to your buttocks, lower back or mid-spine, or wriggling up to find that fingertip connection. And again, the fullness of the breath. Notice if that rib cage is flaring. Can you draw down the hip bones to the rib cage? I was going to say lockdown, but that made me laughing, and we notice how these external stimulators make their way into our new repertoire of language of what that means to us. So let's take 2 more breaths, just bringing in the present moment, the clarity, the stillness. And when you're ready, unraveling the arms, expanding them out wide again, maybe taking a little dance, a circle, maybe a wriggle through the hips. Beautiful. So then expanding the arms out wide, we're going to take a balance. So let's just warm up through the legs. So as the arms lift up towards the ceiling, dropping the shoulder blades down the spine, bending in with the knees, coming into what we call chair pose. So you want to keep the arms lifted. Doesn't matter if the arms are wide towards the side, in front of the body, or maybe you feel you want to hold your pelvis. If the arms are expanded, you can bring the palms together if that doesn't reduce the space between your shoulders. If it does, just widen the arms. Just go with what is. Go with what is with your body and with this connection. And then as we wriggle the toes, let's seal the weight into the heels. Let's lift our lower bellies from our thighs. Let's find the strength in this posture. Beautiful. If you need to deepen it, sink a little lower. If you need to lighten it, ease a little higher. Let's take 1 more broad breath. Smile with it, guys. And as we inhale, let's release through the arms. As we exhale, let's wrap the right, it doesn't matter, just wrap an arm over the top. Just ensure one comes in underneath, one comes around the back. Personal hug, let your emotional body feel that. Breathe into that, your own support. And then if you're going to take this into our balance, bringing the palms together, we're going to do eagle. So as the fingertips lift up towards the ceiling, maybe release the weight off the heels and just sense whether you want to balance on one foot, one leg today, whether the ankles, the thighs, the knees feel happy to do that in this part of our session. So you want to go with whichever arm is on top, opposite leg, and then raise that leg, wrap it over the top of the thigh. Maybe present like a little resting place for that thigh, like you're in cross-legged and seated. If you're going to wrap the ankle, really ensure that your knees and hips feel happy to do that. If you're going to sink down with this one, keep making space. Even though we are dropping with the hips, we're lifted with the chest and gaze. Pick a focal point. As you pour your awareness, your focus to that focal point, get into the eagle energy. Low, grounded, supported and strong. Take 1 more broad breath. You've got this, guys. And then feel the power of your wings. As you take flight, arms reach out. Leg extends by the side of the other foot, and then sweep the arms down. Bring that stillness back in. Breathing in, fire the arms wide. Breathing out, wrap the opposite arm over the top. Give yourself a cradled hug. Stay here, that's a gorgeous place to stay, or raise the elbows for a more intense feeling in the shoulders. If you're releasing the hands, the back of the hands, and remember we need to keep the upper arms crossed, all the palms coming together. Then raising up the opposite heel to top leg and arm. Maybe staying here with it lifted. That's a gorgeous option to take. Or possibly bending the base leg, feeding the thigh over, or wrapping the ankle round. Remember to rejoin balance into the hips. Not one hip lifted, both equally drawing backwards, softening in, stabilizing with that leg, picking your focal point, bringing the elbows wide. And then guys, woo, haha. Let's focus, that's what we need right now. Beautiful. 1, 2 more broadening breaths if possible. And then again, let's get gracious with the wings, stepping out with your foot. Feel the power of those areas of your body and relaxing down. Beautiful. Okay. And then I'm going to invite you to come into connection at the center. So Tadasana, standing pose. So let the palms reach out. Let the arms lift up as we come into mountain pose. And then exhale, let's bring the hands down, the center line, Tadasana. So hands at the heart center, shoulders dropping down, chest lifting up. Feel that power of this triangle of support from your heart, the magnet of your heart, wrapping round, balancing our sides of our body and our brain, and connecting that into what the yogis would term as higher wisdom, universal wisdom, whatever you see as a thing that connects us all together. Just taking 3 or 4 more breaths. Settling the eyes on a point whether they are closed with the lids or not. Always here for us whenever we need it, so just reaching out, taking them broad breaths when things feel intense, taking it out the shoulders, releasing it through. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this shoulder release. Namaste from me, keeping that fullness and your practice going in this time. Alright, thanks a lot guys, bye.